Bassirou Diomaye Faye's rise from relative of security to the brink of Senegal's presidency is an indication of the unpredictable nature of political fate. As a former tax inspector, Faye's rise to become Ousmane Sonko's most trusted lieutenant and PASTEF Secretary General indicates his adaptability and dedication to the party's course. Unlike Sonko, whose charismatic personality and passionate demeanor have won over the country's disintegrated youth, Faye expresses a more relaxed and expressive attitude. The detention and eventual disqualification is Sonko from running in the recently completed presidential elections marked a turning point in Faye's political career. This unexpected development placed Faye on the limelight, permitting him to step out of his former bus shadow and take control over the party's electoral campaign. Irrespective of his low profile and unpopular demeanor, Faye's determination and resilience prompted him to navigate Senegal's challenging political landscape and emerged as a formidable presidential candidate. His victory on his 44th birthday indicates a remarkable achievement from insurrection to the highest levels of power, establishing him as an unlikely but significant figure in Senegalese politics. Ousmane Sonko's endorsement of his former deputy, Bassirou Diomaye Faye ahead of Senegal's delayed elections posed a very significant weight. Despite the absence of fiery protests typically associated with political endorsements, Sonko's rationale for supporting Faye was more pragmatic rather than emotional, emphasizing his integrity, confidence, and educational background. Sonko particularly emphasized Faye's qualifications in a video message where he stated that his support was rooted in rational considerations rather than personal feelings. Sonko's campaign helped to strengthen Faye's credibility and suitability for the position of president, especially considering Sonko's disqualification from the election. Despite admitting that his choice of Faye was not based on emotions, Sonko praised Faye's honesty and confidence, describing him as a worthy successor to lead the party as well as the country. Faye's academic achievements, including academic excellence in school as well as the completion of a law and master degree from Dakar's prestigious university, boasted his credentials and suitability for the presidency. This endorsement, while lacking in emotional dimensions, provided Faye with a critical stamp of approval from a significant figure in Senegalese politics, boosting his credibility and legitimacy as a candidate for president. Faye's academic career began in 2004, when he succeeded a rigorous entry exam for Senegal's prestigious National School of Administration, a very popular institution responsible for training the country's top civil servants. Faye, who specialized in tax inspection, pursued his financial skills and knowledge, laying the foundation for his future career in public administration. Faye's career took an unexpected turn in April 2023, when he was arrested with charges of contempt of court and defaming magistrates. Irrespective of these legal challenges, Faye maintained his innocence and defended his right to participate in the political process. While his close associate and party leader, Ousmane Sonko, faced similar legal challenges and was eventually disqualified from running in the elections, Faye's candidacy remained intact. This tenacity in the face of adversity demonstrated Faye's unwavering commitment to his political goals and determination to fight for change in Senegal's political system. Despite his incarceration, Faye's candidacy received strong support from within his party, PASTEF, and beyond. His nomination for president while still in prison strengthened party members' belief that he was a formidable leader capable of challenging the status quo. Even attempts by the ruling party to challenge Faye's candidacy were ultimately unsuccessful, reinforcing his status as a legitimate contender in Senegal's political landscape. Diomaye Faye's presidential campaign received massive support from the diverse coalition of over 100 political parties, as well as notable figures such as former Prime Minister Aminata Touré. This coalition, led by the slogan, Diomaye Mui Sonko, emphasized the shared vision and continuity of Faye and his mentor, Ousmane Sonko. The endorsement from such a diverse group of political entities demonstrated Faye's capacity to rally various factions surrounding his candidacy and collective support across Senegal's political sector. The momentum of Faye's campaign was boosted by a general amnesty law, passed prior to the election, which allowed both Faye and Sonko to be released from prison. Their triumphant return to Dakar was accompanied by joyous celebrations as thousands of supporters gathered to greet them. Faye and Sonko embarked on an intensive campaign trail, traveling across the country, holding rallies and caravans that brought large numbers of enthusiastic supporters. Despite criticism of Faye's perceived lack of experience in government affairs, voters such as Sidi Lamine Hadj continued to support the candidate. Sidi's denial of such criticism reflects a broader sentiment among Faye's supporters, who value Faye's leadership abilities, integrity, and alignment with Sonko's anti-establishment agenda over traditional notions of political experience. This gradual support, combined with the endorsement of established political figures and parties, propelled Faye to a decisive victory in the presidential election. Sidi Lamine Hadj's unwavering belief in Diomaye Faye's integrity and commitment to his promises reflects the deep trust and loyalty that many Senegalese voters have shown to the newly elected president. Despite some concerns about Ousmane Sonko's potential influence on Faye's presidency, supporters such as Sidi continue to believe in Faye's capability to lead with dignity and independence. Sidi's emotional response demonstrates Faye's deep connection with his supporters, who see him as a symbol of hope and change in Senegalese politics. Faye's denial to reveal Sonko's potential role in his future government reflects his desire to assure his independence and establish himself as a unique leader. By emphasizing the breadth and diversity of his coalition, which includes about 120 individuals in parties, Faye hopes to disprove any doubts about his ability to govern effectively. He dismisses complaints about the possibility of two competing figures fighting for power, claiming that in a presidential system, only one person ultimately takes the presidency. Faye's assurances of his singular authority as elected president proves his determination to lead Senegal with decisiveness and clarity of purpose, regardless of perceived external influences. Diomaye Faye's release from jail on March 15, 2024, marked a significant turning point in his presidential campaign, indicating a newfound momentum and determination to challenge the political status quo in Senegal. His first public appearance as a presidential candidate drew hundreds of enthusiastic supporters, indicating widespread support's backing for his candidacy. The endorsement from former President Abdoulaye Wade and the Senegalese Democratic Party, PDS, on the same day provided a crucial boost to Faye's candidacy as president, adding considerable political crowd to his campaign. The decision by PDS to support Faye came after its own candidate, Karim Wade, was disqualified from the race as a result of his dual citizenship status at the time of submitting his candidacy. This unforeseen turn of events reshaped the political situation and positioned Faye as a leading candidate for the presidency. Moreover, Cheikh Tidiane's withdrawal from the presidential race in favor of Faye for the consolidated support for his candidacy, creating a united front among opposition forces, rallying behind Faye's bid for the presidency. These developments underscored Faye's growing appeal and a winding coalition of political forces, coalescing around his political campaign, setting the stage for a highly competitive and consequential presidential election in Senegal. Throughout the presidential campaign, Diomaye Faye has garnered a comprehensive platform focused on addressing pressing issues facing Senegal and promising tangible solutions. Central to his campaign pledges is the commitment to improve creation, recognizing the need for providing employment opportunities to combat poverty, thereby promoting economic growth. Additionally, Faye has campaigned strongly against corruption, stating the need for transparency in governance and accountability in public office. He has pledged to re-examine energy contracts, signaling his commitment to ensuring fair and equitable agreements and prioritizing the interests of the Senegalese people. Running under the banner Diomaye Mouy Ousmane, which means Diomaye is Ousmane in Bola, Faye has sought to leverage the charisma and popular appeal of his former boss Ousmane Sonko, especially among Senegal's youth demographic. By aligning himself with Sonko's legacy and ideals, Faye aims to capitalize on the widespread support cornered by Sonko in the 2019 presidential election. Moreover, Faye's program closely mirrors Sonko's platform from the previous election, emphasizing consistency and continuity in their political vision for Senegal's future. As part of his campaign strategy, Faye has demonstrated a commitment towards accountability and transparency by releasing a declaration of his assets and calling on other candidates to do the same. This particular act underscores his commitment to ethical leadership and integrity in public service, resonating with the voters' demand for honesty and trustworthiness in political leadership. Faye's emphasis on transparency aligns with his broader agenda of reform and renewal, positioning him as a credible and principled candidate, dedicated to advancing the interests of the Senegalese people. So is President-elect Faye going to lead in a new era of prosperity for the Senegalese people? That is left to be seen subsequently. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and also subscribe so more people can see this.